morning. Let's make sure I can see chat, because I'm a silly Billy and forgot to do it. There we go. We'll have... Close that. Activate. And where's TikTok? Live on TikTok. We will put that there. I think we're all set up and ready to go. Baby, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. I could probably put that there. Boom, 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 boom. Mateta's in the room. Let's spend this night together with Jean-Philippe Mateta. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I forgot to do that as well. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. No sound detected. What? There must be. It's got to be. Little Bri joins. Senesi or Richards? Senesi. Senesi for me. I think he's incredibly underrated. Although I do think he's had a lot of transfers, actually. How do I check that? I don't want to click off this page, but we will look at that. You think Ndai will start? I mean, it's incredibly hard to tell with the quote, in all honesty. Where's Senesi? Oh my god, Senesi has rose quite a bit, actually. Bloody hell. 7.6%. Never mind. Everyone knows about him now. Thoughts on Madueke? Probably not. Probably not. Mateta, Gyökeres, Richarlison. Which two do I get? Mateta and Gyökeres. And you'll find they're the exact two that I have. No bias there at all. Nah, I don't know. Richarlison's a weird one. Wildcard team. I don't have a wildcard team. Sadly. Can you rate my free hit? Yeah, just type it out in chat for me and I'll have a look. Of course I'll have a look. Which Arsenal midfielder would you choose? Ooh. I don't know. I don't think I would. I mean, if you really want one, maybe Eze. I feel like Eze's going to be pretty strong going forward. Yes, George Kent on the YouTube chat. How are we doing, George? Good morning, brother. You need Greenish? Don't think so. That message is fully in Spanish. I do apologize, but I cannot read Spanish. Why does TikTok not let me translate? Oh, I can. I can. Something about Estupian. He doesn't play in England. It is partly translated that, so I'm not too sure, brother. I do apologize. Maybe I should learn Spanish just for you, mate. Harry Ashworth sent in his free hit team this week. He's got David Raya, Munoz, Gehi, Timber, Madueke, Greenish, Semenyo, Gakpo, Haaland, Pedro, and Ekitike. It's weird with Yao Pedro in free hits because we had some really odd quotes around some Chelsea players. And I don't know if he's going to get like a full 90 minutes this week. I'm not too sure. There's a few players that have come back and I'm like, are they actually going to play? The quotes around it are just weird. I mean, I'll try find the quote for you because it'll help me explain a bit better. Virtual Gakpo. Gakpo, yeah. I think Gakpo's the better option. I just feel like his minutes are more secure on that left for the short term. It just depends in the future weeks what happens with Alexander Isak. Is Captain Pedro good? I wouldn't captain him. I would captain someone else. What do you rate it? It's a great team, Harry. I like it. I would just be careful with Yao Pedro. I'm trying to find the quote for you, brother. Just give me 2 seconds. But yeah, there's some weird stuff was said in that presser. Weird stuff. Mateta or Watkins? Mateta. Actually, I'd say Watkins. I think Watkins. Just for the longer term fixtures. I think Mateta's got a shorter term, but still good fixtures. Josh King or Reinders? Reinders. Wildcard's still broken. I can't activate mine. Oh well. If you're trying to on your mobile phone, what I would do is just go onto the web browser, go on the internet, just use FPL, the website, just do it like that. Would you take out Palmer, says George Kent on YouTube. Tell you what, I'm just looking for the Chelsea quotes, George, so give me 2 seconds, I'll read some stuff out and it might help with that decision, brother. Jackson chat, yes boys, come on Mugs, come on. Javi Simmons, says Marwa on TikTok. I wouldn't just yet. My team is Verbruggen, Dubravka, Van de Ven, Concer, Rodon, Diouf, Esteve. You've got Ndai, Salah, Sarr, Bruno, Semenyo, Wood, Pedro. Would you sell Sarr or wildcard? I'd sell Sarr. If you were going to make a wildcard, would you do Salah and Haaland? Probably not. Oh, what is this? Why is my live not eligible? We'll have to see what happens with that. But yeah, I'd sell Sarr. Nico Williams or Anderson? Anderson this week. Oh, do you mean Forest player Anderson or Leeds player? If so, if it's Forest, Anderson. Start Mark you or start Yao Pedro? Yao Pedro probably, brother. Where is the Chelsea notes? I had them in the palm of my hand. Right, so those who are asking about Chelsea players, I've got a few things wrote down that might be of some help for you. So Cole Palmer took part in the session yesterday. So he took part in a session on Thursday with the team, and not the entire session on Friday. He's going to have to wait and see from yesterday's training session how Cole Palmer is. He also spoke on Yao Pedro, Santos, Estevao, and Caicedo because they all travelled quite far for international duty. The 3 Brazilian players arrived on Friday, and they didn't train. They did some recovery sessions. Basically, they said for all of them, it's a question mark for the game. When they play in Bolivia, it's so difficult, but they can be back very soon. So for me, Chelsea players, it's chaos. If I owned a Chelsea player, I would be not too happy. Jack on YouTube says, who do you think is the best midfielder to buy? Thinking Kudus this week. Best midfielder. I mean, the best midfielder by this week is Mohamed Salah, but obviously you got to take into consideration budget. I think Kudus is a decent buy, if that's who you're thinking of. Ekatike captain, not for me, but maybe on a free hit, I would consider it. Sell my 0.5 mid for Semenyo and put Wood on the bench, says Will Clarkey. Yeah, if that's attainable. Sorry, I just need to catch up. Back on YouTube chat. When are you planning to do wildcard and free hit? I'm going to make a video on that next week. Good morning from Norway. Hello, Nico. Nico, I didn't realise you were Norwegian, brother. Is Brennan Johnson a good pick? I wouldn't pick him, as in. I just think it's difficult to be like, oh yeah, he's definitely going to play every week, because we don't think that. George Kent on YouTube says, thinking of doing Palmer and Strand Larson to Semenyo Mateta. I think that's a brilliant set of moves. Roy Clifford says, Gyökeres or Mateta. Gyökeres, should I sell Watkins? No, be patient. If you're desperate to get rid of him, you can, but I would be extremely patient with Oliver Watkins. Will Isak start? I don't believe so, Theo. But if you really think he does, by all means, go ahead and put him in. Roy Clifford says, thank you, man. I appreciate it. No worries at all, Roy. Appreciate you coming in the stream, bro. Thoughts on captaincy, Gyökeres, Gakpo, or Wirtz? I wouldn't go Wirtz, because I think his role within the Liverpool team might not go well with captaincy, with how bad he's been at the start of the season. Hopefully, he proves me wrong. Gyökeres, I think, is a great option. But Gakpo is probably the one I'd stick with there. So the order for me, Jack, would be Gakpo, Gyökeres, Florian Wirtz. Kudus or Semenyo? I'd go Kudus. I do own Kudus, so maybe it's a bit biased. I think the fixtures for Spurs are a bit better, no? Is it longer term? Yeah. West Ham, Brighton, Wolves, Leeds, Villa. Yeah, I'd say Kudus still. I'd say. Is João Pedro injured? No, he's not. He's not injured, but if you're saying that, John, I'm assuming you've seen the quotes around his late arrival to Chelsea. So I would be cautious on João Pedro, but I'd still start him. Should I sell Watkins to Gyökeres? I would not do that move. Be desperate to get rid of Watkins, you can, but if I personally had Watkins, I'd probably keep a hold of him. Thank you, mate. I can take a -4 to get Semenyo for Ndiaye. Worth it? -4s I would normally stay away from, Jude, in all honesty. I tend not to... I try my best not to take -4s. You've got to be careful, because you've got to make up the deficit of the -4 points. Like, you've got to basically guarantee it, which you can never do. It's tricky. It's very tricky. Thoughts on Neto? I don't mind it. It's just another one of them things where minutes are going to be shared around with Pedro Neto. So it's like, can we guarantee each week he's going to start? No. Then I probably wouldn't go for him. You can go for players like that, but it's just hard to make sure he's starting every week. What's the best keeper for a wild card? Oh, God. Probably... I think David Raya is alright, but he's got a few difficult fixtures coming up. Does he rotate well? No. That's a really hard one. I have to sit down and really think about it, but I think David Raya is always a good option for a keeper. Yeah, you can't really choose a City keeper either, can we? Got Pope in right now. I'd keep Pope. I think Pope's a good option. It's going to be interesting to see if Ramsdale actually plays for Newcastle. Because, like, they went and got him, and I thought he would take Nick Pope's place, because Nick Pope's a bit of a stinking keeper, isn't he? His distribution is one of the worst I've seen. Best Dorgu replacement. Anderson. George says, wait, Kudus might be the move over Semenyo. Yeah, George, I think, for me, the fixtures are good enough with Spurs that Kudus is a really great option, but I understand the appeal of a Semenyo. He's going to take shots. He's going to get goals. We'll see. Pope just hoofs it when it's near him. Yeah. It's like when Dubravka was at Newcastle last season, he, for me, is a much better keeper than Nick Pope. Much better. I have Anderson, says Nico. Semenyo or Reinders? I've played a free hit. Risky, I know, lol. Semenyo or Reinders? I mean, with the thing is, when we're looking at City, we've got to think who's going to be rotated in and out, pep roulette, blah, 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 blah. Marmouche is going to miss this fixture. Okay, so it's like, does that mean then Reinders has free movement within the half space, like Marmouche normally does, where he cuts inside? Maybe. And that makes him an incredibly good pick, listed as a midfielder, especially for his price, and the fact he probably will get defensive contributions in some fixtures this season. I would maybe push slightly towards Reinders. Maybe. Pope is just an example of English tax. Damn. Is this week the best week to use triple captain, or would you wait? I'd wait. I'd absolutely wait. What am I looking for here? I was looking for something, I can't remember. Oh. Who asked me that? Someone asked me about Semenyo. I know it was Royman. Oh, I'm tripping. George puts team in chat. He's got Verbruggen, Porro, Richards, Nick Williams, Salah captain, Vert, Bruno, Reinders, Kudus, Watkins, Mateta. Solid, I reckon. I think so as well, mate. I really do. That's solid, mate. Will the Pedro start? I think so. I think he's going to have to. I think he's got no choice. Do I think his minutes will be fantastic in the fixture? Maybe not. I think they'll have to kind of protect him in some way. And we'll probably look at 60, 70 minutes is my estimation. Could be completely wrong, though. He could just not start, but I would guess he starts this fixture. Best Dorgu replacement, I have Anderson. How much money have you got, bro? Senesi. What's your ideal midfield on a wild card? I'm not on wild card this week. I haven't give it more than a minute of thought, bro. So I don't want to give you a midfield list that's just completely, like, I don't know, off the top of my head, because it won't be my ideal wildcard midfield. I mean, I could tell you the definite players who would be in. There'd be Mo Salah there, for sure. That's about it. I can't really give you much else. Probably Kudus as well. I'll give you that. I don't know why, but TikTok is just a nightmare at the moment. They think my content is unoriginal, right? Where's the unoriginality in this? It's my team, it's my webcam, and there's text on the screen. What's wrong with that then? Maybe I need to have 2 cameras set up. Who knows? Would you start Rodon or Juve? I start Juve. Best Palace defender, Munoz, Richards, Lacroix, Any of them, I think, are good options. We're getting the old camera out. Right, those on TikTok, I do apologise, but I might restart the stream just to test something. Likes way too low. I know W Rave, but for some reason TikTok not pushing out my live. Me and other FPL creators have had this problem now for a few weeks. We just don't get pushed onto the main page because our content is unoriginal. We don't know why. It's a really big problem, but I'm gonna try something to fix it. So we'll see. We'll see if I can fix it. Are we all feeling good for game week 4 though? Obviously, it's been a while since a game week, hasn't it? Can't even get the USB port in. I mean, I think it's a universal rule that you never get the USB port in straight away, isn't it? I have Mitchell. Should I transfer Lacroix or Richards? Probably Lacroix I'd go with. Snessi, Gehi, or Van der Ven on a free hit. On a free hit, Van der Ven. Right, TikTok, I will be back, I promise. Just, we need to reset the live, sadly, because TikTok are the worst people in the world. 2 seconds, guys. What a nightmare, YouTube chat. TikTok's full of wrong uns and it doesn't work. We will use that. Background. Why is that absolutely massive? Sorry everyone on YouTube, I'm just having a few technical issues. Whoopsie bloody daisy. Ugh. Where's my camera? New. Center on scene, there we go. Right. That'll have to do for TikTok, I guess. Bloody hell, what a nightmare, man. What an absolute nightmare. Right, that should be fine. We'll see if we get flagged by them again. How's everyone feeling for the deadline, though? Who are you captaining? What's the kind of count on captaincy this week? I'd imagine anyone with Salah's on Salah and anyone on Haaland's Haaland. But is anyone going rogue? Nico says Senesi or Gehi. Longer term Senesi, I would say. The Gehi's got some good fixtures. I'd say still Senesi. I think he's a longer term beast, we'll say. Harvey Barnes, Kudus, or Iwobi to replace Sarr. Kudus. Kudus. Kudus is the truth. He's the truth. Oh. Well, I can't have you that high. Sorry, TikTok. Just floating you around like crazy. Oh. That means I need to redo that. What a joy. Should I sell Nico Williams? Nope. No. I just realised my camera's the wrong way around. That's why I looked weird. Flip. There we go. Wow. Wow. Sean says, hello Mogs, FPL gave me another triple captain, so this week it's Luke 09. Come on. What a player. I need to see him in the Premier League this season. I'm absolutely desperate for it. Salah has got 1 goal in 8 appearances against Burnley, by the way. Oh my god, really? I'm still captaining him, thank you very much. Cunha to Fernandez. Yeah, don't mind it. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. I don't mind it. Why is this tripod absolutely crap? Never mind. Haaland or Ekitike? Probably Ekitike for this game week. Longer term Haaland. The Premier League needs 09. Next year he'll be playing Champions League. Come on. Connor says, hello lads, woke up a bit late this morning. Mate, don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. We've still got an hour and a half to the deadline. You're not late. Ewan said, is João Pedro going to start? Or play, sorry. I think he'll start. I don't think his minutes will be fantastic, though. That is what I would say to that, my friend. Make sure you're liking the stream on TikTok as well. I had some technical issues and had to restart it, for God's sake. So let's get back up to 1k likes. I will sell Watkins, Dorgu, and Adingra -4. Ooh. I wouldn't sell Watkins for a -4. It doesn't make sense to me. Not. Doesn't seem the most optimal time to sell Watkins. Maybe in 2 weeks. At the least. Gyökeres and Xavi or Wood and Bruno Fernandes. I'd go Gyökeres and Xavi Simons. You've got to be careful on Xavi Simons, though. Got to be careful. He's just new to the Premier League. He's new to Spurs. Is he going to play consistent minutes all the time? We don't know. Appreciate everyone liking the stream on TikTok. Let's get back up to the likes we had on the previous one. Honestly, TikTok is absolutely doing my head in recently. Absolutely doing my head in. Me and every other FPL creator feel the exact the same because they just don't like FPL streams for some reason. Connor on YouTube says, what do you think about Valdemar? Wissa with an injury and surely he starts over Asula. I mean, you'd think so. He's a 10x the player that Asula is. Asula's terrible. I think if Newcastle managed to get any amount of money for Asula, they should absolutely do it. He's just not a Premier League level player. Valdemar, on the other hand, is absolutely fantastic. I don't know if you've watched much of Valdemar or you maybe at least seen the under-21s Euros, but he's a fantastic, fantastic player. I think the size he is and the technical ability he has at his feet is just ridiculous. We've never seen it really before. So, yeah, I think Valdemar is great. On a free hit, I would maybe consider him. But yeah, Wissa out with an injury. Interesting, isn't it? I have a wild card active. Should I swap Pedro for Mateta? No. I don't think so. Sunderland might have a good chance tomorrow against Palace. I agree. Oh my god, TikTok's doing the exact same thing and says my live is not eligible for recommended. I give up with it, to be honest. I'll have to contact someone at TikTok about it. But we're here. We'll see if it stays on. Hopefully it does. TikTok, you're about to see maybe the worst thing you've ever seen. A tiny, tiny FPL Mogs in the corner of your screen. Just give me 2 seconds on TikTok, guys. I need to fix the camera. 2 seconds. We'll be quick with it. I do apologise. Cut me head off and then put me there. Does this look funny on TikTok? Just little me moving around. Like, sorry guys. Sorry everybody. Making sure nicely in the bottom of your screen there. We've had an absolute howler. That's a normal size for you. Ewan, you keep your name out my mouth. What should I do with Saar this week? Get rid. Get him gone. I don't think it's worth keeping a hold of him. Oh, here we go. We've started with the good boys in chat. Right, okay. Nice. Thoughts on Sanchez, Bravka, Anderson, Porro, Richards, Murillo, Esteve, I don't know how to say his name. Verts, Reinders, Fernandez, Gakpo, Morgan Gibbs White. Ooh. Watkins, Pedro, Yokerez. 2 transfers, 3.5 in the bank. Feel like I should roll. I feel like that as well. I think that's a really nice team. Cunha replacements. I'd go down in price rather than up. I'd probably go Semenyo, Kudus, Reinders if you don't have them, I'd consider, but the fixtures aren't amazing coming up. Yeah, those are the ones I would consider. Watkins or Ekitike? Watkins. My wild card is Raya, Darlow, Gabriel, Kukurea, Truffer, Gubbington, Anderson, Gakpo, Semenyo, Hudson-Odoi, Paqueta, Javi Simmons, Haaland, Valdemade, Ekitike. I have 1.6 and 2 free transfers. I'd be careful with having a few players that are kind of unknowns in FPL right now, like Valdemade, Javi Simmons, but I do think they could be okay. Thinking of risking Ndiaye over Simmons, but thought I think it is a little bit risky, but I don't mind the move, Connor. But if you really like Javi Simmons, I would keep him. It's completely up to you. What about João Pedro? Oh, what about Joe Pedro? Not even João Pedro, Joe Pedro. No, I know what you mean, bro. The thing is with João Pedro, it's like we've had those quotes come out. I still think he'll start. I just don't think his minutes will be as good as they have been. That's the bottom line of it. They need to protect him, and if he's not 100%, he's going to come off earlier, isn't he? Enzo or Grealish? I think the Jack Grealish move is overhyped. I'll be completely honest. But I'd still probably consider him over Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez without Palmer, though, on pens. Enzo Fernandez isn't too bad of an option. Like I said, he could be on pens in the absence of Palmer. What about Richarlison? Richarlison's okay. I think all it takes is Solanke coming back. Richarlison's out the team. Koulibaly can play there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a complete safe pick, but I understand the appeal of a Richarlison. No Haaland? Nope. Not for me. Maybe later. Is Richie going to start today? You'd imagine so. On Enzo Fernandez, I have no Chelsea attackers. He seems to get quite high up the pitch, but for some reason, I don't seem people too keen on him. I mean, in particular with this fixture, if Caicedo isn't starting the game, Enzo Fernandez will be deeper. I think it's sort of, with Enzo Fernandez, everyone thinks he's this really deep set player. He's not really that all the time. He does pop up with a few goals. He gets involved. I don't mind him as a pick. I really don't. But for me, it's hard in this fixture for Chelsea to pick Chelsea players. I mean, I've just transferred out Tosin this week because I wasn't too impressed with the information that Maresca gave us in the press conference. Gakpo or Wirtz, Gakpo. Ideal defence with Virgil van Dijk and Lacroix. I don't know what you mean, brother. Is Frimpong going to play? I don't think so. Transferred toes. Yeah. You can answer that question. Is Frimpong going to play? Ewan's a Liverpool fan. Why is my chair making that noise? What's going on? Most likely. There we go. Ewan's answered my question. Most likely. To be fair, we can have a look at the notes I've got for the Liverpool press conference. Apparently Bradley's predicted the start. Jeremy Frimpong has been spotted in training. I've seen that, yeah. He's not directly asked about the defender. I think it'll probably be Bradley in all honesty, but he definitely has a chance to start. I'm trying to avoid Palace, Wharton injured and Eze gone are a big loss to the squad. I agree. I started the season with Teta because I thought Eze would stay. He's gone. Unlucky. We've still got Sa. Okay, he's injured. We're just going to have to ride with it. We'll see what the new transfer does for Palace. What's his name? Pina? It's not Pina, is it? Jeremy Pina. Pino. Oh my god. Yeah, it's Pino for Palace, the new signing. He's quite good. He is quite good. I would say that. So hopefully Palace can somehow replace Eze. Pino could do a job. He did all right in the other fixture, didn't he? Grealish or Semenyo. I hate to say it, but I do think Jack Grealish and that transfer in particular over the next few weeks is a little bit overhyped. Just a little bit. Remember, he can't play against Man City. People don't realise that, but you can't play against Man City. Not allowed. Best defender for 5 mil. Lacroix, Richards, Anderson, Senesi. There you go. There's a few. Should I start Concert, Juve, or Wood this week? I'd start Juve. Isn't Dye going to start? There's some difficult quotes about Ndiaye, about his knock. I think there's a chance he'll start. I do. I think it's worth taking the risk. But it's really difficult to call. Really difficult. I think longer term Ndiaye's good, so I would just sort of keep a hold of him. Yeah. Can you rate my team? I don't rate teams on deadline streams, brother. But if you want to type it out in chat, I can quickly take a look at it. But yeah, I don't put other people's teams on screen for deadline streams. Saliba ain't Nori or Frimpong. I mean, all injury doubts. Saliba is probably the one that's most likely to start, so Saliba. Worth taking a -4, Wood out Mateta Rain. Bearing in mind, Forest have good fixtures coming up. I would keep Wood. Best midfielder for 5.9. I don't even know who's under 5.9, bro. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. Off the top of my head, it's hard to tell. You'll keep what? You'll keep Wood. Damn. I'm actually so annoyed with TikTok, bro. I don't quite get why they say my content is unoriginal. It don't make sense. Is it because... I don't know. I really don't know. Any NDI news? No, bro. Nothing updated. Can you say... I'm not saying anything in Norwegian that I don't know what it means, Nico. I'll be honest. Ewan says, wood on your mind again. I'm finished. What was I doing? I was doing something. I was looking at Everton news. It's brown cheese. I don't know if I believe you. Brown cheese sounds like a nickname that I could have. Anyway. Okay, so if I bring an NJ back on my wild card, do I take Simmons out? Simmons is world class IMO and is part of a good looking Spurs side. I think I don't know. On a wild card, would I have NJ? To be honest, I don't think I'd have NJ in a wild card anyway. I think he's a good... He's a great player. Yeah, I don't know. It's so difficult, but I'd consider the move for NJ because Everton look great, but Spurs look really good. Nico will write it out and I'll say it. I don't know how... I've lost it in the chat. I've completely lost it. Yao Pedro injured? No, he's not injured. He's had to travel a long way from international duty, bro, and it's maybe taken its toll on some of the Brazilian players. Bronst? Is that how I say it, Nico? Bronst? Brown cheese. That's crazy. Haaland or Salah on wild card? I'm not on wild card, so I haven't given it much thought, but I'd probably have Salah. I'd probably have Salah. I have Raya, Virgil, Munoz, Calafiori, Enzo, Salakudis, King, Yao Pedro, Mateta, Ekatike. Just over $1 million I can spend to upgrade a player. Are you starting Joshua King? If you're starting Joshua King, I would not do that. He's not like a 90-minute player. Good for his price, absolutely fantastic, but I think it's a good side. It's just Joshua King I wouldn't be starting if you are planning that. It is against Leeds though. It is against Leeds. Maybe I would consider that, Joe. Maybe I would. In terms of upgrades, I don't think there's much to upgrade, bro. I think your team looks great. Yeah. Orange apples in the chat. Hello, brother. Good morning. Good morning. Can you say Sunderland I don't know what you're saying, Nico. Best player? Oh, can you say Sunderland Air Best? Sunderland Air Best. We're learning Norwegian in TikTok chat today. Rafi says, on my wildcard, if I already have Lacroix, Munoz, and Ndai, or Kukurea and Reinders. I like Munoz. Yeah, I like Munoz a lot. I like Reinders. I like Kukurea. Good morning, Mr. West, Mr. Fresh, Mr. We've got some Kanye fans. Is Bob a good pick? Yeah, I like Bob. Good old Oscar. I need some thoughts from Mr. Mogs. Lay it on me. Lay it on me. Sell one of Wilson, Dingra, Arias. Wilson? Harry Wilson? Is that Harry Wilson? I'd sell Harry Wilson. But if you got all of them, it's a tough game. But yeah, Harry Wilson. If that's Harry Wilson, I'd probably sell him. Arias, I don't know how many minutes he's played. Arias, I haven't been paying too much attention to Wolves. In all honesty, Arias is a good player though. Are they not playing him? Are they not using? Are Wolves not using Arias? Can't lie. I'm absolutely fuming with TikTok, mate. Like, why do they think my content's unoriginal? That makes no fucking sense. Apparently, Arias is predicted to start off the left, so I would keep Arias. It'd be Harry Wilson I would look at. Should I buy Bob? Maybe. He's had a lot of minutes, Oscar. He has. Best 7 million forward. I have Richarlison, but can switch best options. I have Mateo already. Who's in my mind right there? Is Evan Nielsen still 7? If Evan Nielsen's still 7, I'd probably consider him. I mean, I sold him. I sold him last week. I'll be honest. And it was a bad mistake. Do I wish I still had him? Probably. Yeah, Evan Nielsen's always nice. He's got good data. He seems a good player. Yeah, I sadly sold him last week, bro. I regretted it, so I would say Evan Nielsen's a good shout. There's not many forwards right now in FPL that I like. Oh my god, I need them. Connor says, I'm leaning towards Ndai. Villa look poor, and if anyone scores against a shaky Liverpool defence, it has to be him. He performs in hard games, so I call him fixture-proof. I wouldn't call him fixture-proof myself, but I completely understand what you mean. What I would say about Ndai is you're completely correct about sort of him being the player. He's sort of the spark. Orange Apple says, current team, I haven't free hit or wildcard yet. Sanchez, Murillo, Nico Williams, Shaquem Anderson, Kudus, Bruno, Wirtz, Semenyo, Jan Pedro, Watkins, Ekatike. 1 free transfer, 6.4 in the bank. I was thinking of doing Juve to Munoz. I think that's a good shout. But do you think I shouldn't wildcard because of the team isn't that bad this week? Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I think having two oh my god, my mind's blank. Forest defenders isn't great. You could maybe look to go away from one of them into Munoz, but if you're thinking of doing Juve, that's fine as well because you don't really want Juve. Also have King on the bench for me. I wouldn't start King over Bruno. I wouldn't start King over Bruno Orange Apple. Can I drop my team if you can see it? Yeah, if you type it out in chat, bro. I'll read it out for the chat as well. Palmer out.
I don't think so. I think he could play, but it's so hard to tell. We haven't got too much information. Is Bob a good replacement for a Dingra? Perhaps. I don't think I'd make that move in particular. But where am I at? Oh, Simmons is an unproven player compared to Hudson-Odoi who can turn it on, like not many others can. I'm bringing in a dive for Simmons. Nice, Connor. I like your reasoning. I like your reasoning. Oh, I'm going to get rid of this camera now. My rubbish camera can go. Thank you, OBS virtual camera. Bosh. Best midfielder for 5.5. We'll have a look. Anderson of Forest's good. Reinders isn't under 5.5. Dewsbury Hall. Henderson, Van der Ven, Virgil, Richards, Semenyo, Salah, Gakpo, Dewsbury Hall, Evan Nielsen, Haaland, Mateta. You're flying, mate. That looks great. Yeah, Winberg, that's a good side, bro. Would you start King over Kudus or Semenyo? No. It's annoying to have 6.5 in the bank and only one free transfer. Feels like a wild card, but I don't want to waste it yet. I wouldn't waste it. I wouldn't waste it. Your team's fine. Your team's completely fine. I think just one transfer, you could maybe get rid of Diouf for Munoz, maybe get rid of Murillo for Munoz, but next week you've got two good fixtures. I'd probably keep the two Forest and maybe suffer a bit this week from that particular player. Yeah, I think your team's more than fine, Orange Apple. In fact, I was going to ask you, what's your overall in the world right now, Orange Apple? Because I think you've had a good start, haven't you? Honestly, TikTok is doing my fucking nothing. Right, sorry TikTok, but I'm going to end stream on here. I'm going to try my best to somehow figure out the issue with the restricted aspect of it. Honestly, don't know what the hell's wrong with TikTok, YouTube. No idea. Do you think Njai will start? I think he could, yeah. I think he could. Let me find a predicted line. Problem with Ndai as well, right, is you have a few players in the squad that can play that role as well, so it's like, I don't know. I like him. I think he could start. Thoughts on Captain and Munoz this week? Yeah, good. I think we have to consider Sunderland, newly promoted side, haven't won away from home. Could be okay. I do think Munoz won't get a clean sheet, though. If you think otherwise, absolutely go for it. But, yeah. No, I actually haven't had the best start, despite half-decent captain picks. Currently 4.3 mil, haven't used any chips to be... Yeah. I mean, 4.3 is still good. I mean, what am I, 5.9? I'm still really happy with where I am. We're just way too early, aren't we? I'm going to start Njai, to be honest, because he plays a poor Villa, and I want those points. And if he doesn't feature, I could see Hudson-Odoi doing something against Arsenal. I'm backing Gabriel anyways. I think that's good reasoning. Connor, you're very good with your reasoning and why you want to do your picks, and I think that's probably why you'll do quite well in FPL this year. Yes, Orange, your family. I'm perplexed by this TikTok issue. Can I write my team in here, please? Absolutely, you can, bro. Absolutely. Thank you. 1.2 currently, so it's been good start. Hopefully wildcard can get me even higher. Yeah. I mean, I don't like wildcard this week, personally, for my squad. It doesn't make sense because my team looks good, but I know a lot of people are wildcarding this week. TikTok just don't rate your streams, Moog. They don't. They don't. They say my content is apparently unoriginal. Like, what? Where's that? Mate, I honestly haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue why. It's not like I'm using someone else's, like, content on TikTok Live. I don't know. I can't lie. TikTok will rage baiting me hard. The free hit team. Appreciate you for typing that out. Free hit, Pope, Verge, Munoz, Lacroix, Gabriel, Bruno Fernandes, Gakpo, Semenyo, Ekitike, Haaland, Mateta with Ekitike cap. Oosh, that's a good free hit team. That's a brilliant time. Obviously no Salah, which is a bit but if you go on Ekitike and captain him, that's fine. Top 600k, says Jack. What the hell? What the hell, bro? Bro's just winning FPL this year. Jack, are you just going to win? Are you taking the lot? No. Almost have clicked something bad there. Almost just blasted a TikTok right into your ears, guys. That would have been terrible. Fuck it, I don't know why. I don't know. No TikTok. I mean, I'm trying to figure out a fix, bro. I really am. But no idea what's going on with it. I might try it again with a different title. I don't know. I think Gakpo and Ekitike will get enough returns to cover Salah, and I think removing Salah allows me to have a super defense and Bruno Fernandes. I wish it was my wildcard team. It can work. Yeah, it can actually. I don't mind the Munoz cap. I don't either. Right, we're going to figure out this live stream on TikTok because the TikTok people need to know what's going on. We'll have that, right? Upload. I can't be the thumbnail that's doing us in because I've had that before. Football. Is it gaming? Is it football? Right, that's obviously not existent. Why? Other games. Oh, bro, I don't know. TikTok's doing me nothing, mate. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. I do think King will start. Or do you think King will start? Best of Dingra replacements. Ooh, Dewsbury Hall. I think I like Dewsbury Hall. I think I'll go Dewsbury Hall. Right, TikTok, come on. Pull through for your boy. Oh, TikTok always. I might turn that off, actually. That might be the problem. We'll go back to football. Right, we'll give it a few minutes. True, but Sunderland attack looks not bad. And with no Wharton, I'd be careful. I agree. Baller Boy, hey Mogs, thoughts on keeping Rodgers and Watkins for another week? Feel like giving them a chance. And only have one free transfer, so I was going to roll and potentially jump on Isak next week. I think that's, perfect. I completely agree. I think giving Rodgers and Watkins maybe a few weeks is what I'd do. But obviously just giving them one extra week to see what they're doing is probably the way to go. Dewsbury Hall, Bob, who to buy? I think Dewsbury Hall's more nailed for minutes, mate. So I'd probably lean there, but I really like Oscar Bob. I maybe wouldn't take the risk on Oscar Bob personally, though. Right, we're going back live on TikTok, guys. And if it doesn't work, we're actually crashing out, and we're gonna have to maybe storm the headquarters and just do something like that. Who knows? Maybe it's social stream. Maybe social stream and knacking me. Who knows? I have captaincy on Haaland after putting 5 past Andorra loads of matches. He does very well in them. Right. TikTok, do not do what I think you're going to do. We'll see if that works. We'll see if it works. I've had an owler. Mogs, if you need some muscle, I'll knock on TikTok's door. Mate, I appreciate that so much. Yo, Pedro not play, mate. I think he'll start. Was Sarr to Paquette there and Dorgu to Munoz a good move for a -4? I think so. Chippo, you've had an absolute owler. Burger. Bloody Cal Frazee, man. He's had an absolute owler. Yeah, I don't know. TikTok's doing my absolute head in, boys. It really is. Nothing unoriginal about my content. Absolutely nothing. What do you think about Gyökeres today? I think he's an absolute G. Very excited to have him. Bit disappointing last week, but overall, great. Right, we'll leave that like that. Salah captain? Yeah. A lot of people tempted by other people, but Salah for me is good. Start King over Watkins? No. Not for me. I'd play him. Mogs, how was the wedding the other week? Unbelievable. That was class, mate. Absolute class. Didn't have any time to stream on the morning, even on TikTok. I was playing golf on the St Andrews golf course on their putting green. Class. Unreal. Yo, Pedro starts. I think so. You think Palace will concede a goal? Yes, I do. No, I do think they'll concede. I will buy Dewsbury Hall, and if Oscar Bob is... Don't know what that says, but I will buy him next week. Oh, yeah. Fellow Mackham followed lad, yes now. 0 from Chelsea, yes Val, I've just sold Tosin last night for Virgil van Dijk. Not too keen on the amount of things that were wrong with the Chelsea squad within the presser yesterday. You should see the things Mogs did to me on our honeymoon. What? Oh, someone sent boxing gloves. Thank you very much for the gift, bro. Appreciate that. Let me answer that question really fast. You should have Pedro Porro, Kudus, and Johnson from Tottenham. You need to trust me on this one, says Emil. Well, I have 2 of those. Don't quite have the third, but can you let me off? I'm not too sure on Brennan Johnson, though. I'm not too sure on him. I'm not entirely sure, but I really appreciate that gift, bro. Thank you very much. A magician never reveals his secrets, let's put it that way. Orange Apple, you come out with the craziest things, bro. Hello, how we doing? Macy, was that in the chat? I've just missed your name there, sorry. Mateta in for Wood. I'd save the transfer. I'd keep Wood. I'm doing great this morning. I've had a few problems with TikTok. I really have. They have done my head in. Absolutely done my head in this morning. Stream keeps getting taken down for unoriginal content, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 5 minutes it happens again. Not too sure on your shirt, if I'm honest. Why is that? Captain Salah or Haaland? Salah, Ekatike, Yao Pedro, Haaland, good or not? I have a free hit. On a free hit, I don't think I'd have Yao Pedro this week. I'd have Gyökeres. Let's just say Moog got his pecker to push my Queen Tower. Oh my god. Bro plays Clash, doesn't he? Oh, and there we go. There's the TikTok restriction. What a day. Thoughts on having double Palace this week? Double Palace defence, are you talking about? I'm not too keen on it. But I still think Munoz, Richards and those type of players are quite good buys still and holds. Mogs definitely plays Clash 100%. I dabble. You'll hate me if I told you what deck I use. You really will. I will get Bob. Nice. What about Isak? Not too keen on Alexander Isak. To be honest. Don't think you'll play. Mogs, don't act like you don't play Clash, lil bro. I do play Clash. I do, but I don't play it that much. Up the mags? Sure, buddy. Sure. What's with the Chelsea hate, Mogs? There's no Chelsea hate. I love Chelsea. I actually like Chelsea Football Club. Problem is, I'm just not too keen on what happened in the press conference, Baller Boy. I know you're a Chelsea fan, but please be honest. If a few players like Yao Pedro, Caicedo, Santos, who am I missing? Esteval. If they all have had a tough international break, a long journey, and they don't play, or they have reduced minutes, it's going to affect Chelsea's overall performance. And they're away from home. I got rid of Tosin. If I had an attacker for Chelsea, I'd probably keep. Mogs definitely plays Expo. I don't play Expo. Jupiter Hall of Bob. Do you know what, Nico? Go for Bob. I think you'll quite like him. Hopefully he starts for you. He's predicted to start. I think Jeremy Doku as well is a good buy in FPL. What is... I need to look up... Honestly, I haven't played Clash Royale for a while, Connor. I'll be real with you. I'll load up the game and see where I am. Is Caicedo not playing? Potentially not. Captain Haaland, Semenyo, or Pedro? Haaland. Oh, there's an update. I didn't know there was an update, boys. Right, I don't know what it is, TikTok, but I'm live on YouTube. TikTok is absolutely just crap at the moment. Move over to YouTube, guys. Go into the YouTube chat stream. Go on the YouTube stream. We've had an absolute howler. 6-7. I did get it, Connor. I did. Yeah, YouTube chat. You've got my full attention this stream. Something that doesn't happen. Mogs is too old for brain rot. I beg your pardon. I know my brain rot. I'm not unk, I swear. Mogs, I'll give you a couple gifts on the old TikTok. Mate, TikTok's gone. It's gone this stream. It's doing me head in. You finally got Gyökeres. I did, mate. I got him last week. Bro. Don't you dare call my Mogs old. Yeah, I'm not unk. I am not unk. Dewsbury Hall, Bob, Elliot. Ooh, Elliot's a good shout. I can't lie. Clash Royale ain't updating. Don't know why. But I'll say this quietly, but I play Royal Giant. Shafiq, I know it's you, bro. I know it's you. Don't you worry. You've got Gyökeres as well, don't you? Restart the TikTok stream now, little bro. No, because after 5 minutes, they say my content is unoriginal, and I just get booted off. There's no point. I'm going to have to contact TikTok support and be like, yo, what the hell's going on? Dewsbury Hall, Bob, or Elliot, who to buy? I think Oscar Bob's fun. I'd go Oscar Bob. I'm assuming you play Van de Ven over Wan-Bissaka? Yes, I would. That is disgraceful. Nah, it's not disgraceful. What are you talking about? What? Orange Apple, just save the rose, bro. Save the rose. It's okay. We'll fix TikTok stream next week. This week, we're on YouTube and we're live. I'm still captaining Gyökeres. I've got a feeling Burnley will grab a draw against Liverpool. Oh my god, what a prediction! I don't think that'll happen personally. I don't think they'll grab a draw. I think there'll be less goals in the game that people assume. I think we're looking at maybe a 3 or a 4-0. Yeah, I don't think there'll be a draw. Bjorn, I'd say Oscar Bob. I'd go Oscar Bob or Dewsbury Hall. If you want a riskier pick, go Oscar Bob. If you want a safer pick, I'd go Dewsbury Hall. I think I'll go Dewsbury Hall. Pardon me. Mogs, I'm surprised you're not on the car at the moment to go see your favourite spokesman. Are you talking about a very bad man called Tom? Is it Tommy? Tom, I don't even know. I did bring in Salah this week, but not my captain. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Wow. Nah, you've got to have Salah for this fixture, surely. Or at least a Liverpool player. How is TikTok chat still going on in the stream? What? Can you see that on YouTube? Wait, I have no idea. Any chance on team news? Potentially, yeah. We're still quite early though, aren't we? Let's have a look. Yeah, we're a bit too early. What if Haaland scores a hat-trick against a poor Man U? What if? I'll be sad. No, I think he's going to do great this week, Haaland. But I can't own everyone. He's played it off. Is it Tom or Tommy? It's something like that. Tom Robson. Robson? Is it Robson? Bro, I don't know. I just know he's a bad man. Why would you start Watkins over King? King looked decent against Chelsea last game week. I think Villa. Look, you've got Harvey Elliott there. I don't know. I can just see them doing a lot better. But if we're going off the first few game weeks, I'd probably go King. I think I'd give Watkins a chance. You pay a lot of money for Watkins, don't we? So I don't know. I would consider King, but if he plays 70 minutes again, it's just not as good as Watkins, is it? Can we see a predicted team, City and Everton? I can tell you it. So it'll probably be Trafford in there. We'll be looking at a backline of Nathan Ake, Ruben Diaz, Kusanov, Mateus Nunes. We'll have, as the single pivot, will be, why is my brain gone blank? Rodri. Got Bernardo Silva, you got Reinders, you got Doku, Haaland, Oscar Bob. Mogs, I heard you're a bad man, to be fair. I ain't no bad man. I'm a real bad man. Got all three of my team. Salah, Haaland, Gyökeres. That is dangerous. Who the hell is Tom Robson? That's the guy. That's the guy that Orange on Apple's on about. Or Tommy Robson. Tommy Robson? Tommy Robson. Robinson. It's something like that. I can't remember. Tell me. Tell me I'm going to go insane. And Everton. Everton's a more difficult one. The front four for Everton is probably Beto, Dewsbury Hall, Greenlish, and Ian Dye. But be careful on Iliman Dye. He's got a knock. Rest of the team you probably don't care about. Mikalenko might be left back. That's about it. It's Tommy Robinson. Robinson? But now it's going to look like I like Tommy Robson. Robinson. Tommy Robinson. Robinson. Is it Robinson or Robson? Robinson. He's an awful man. He's in fact an idiot. Yeah, I can't. For those asking about my Clash Royale deck, I can't even get it on. It's not even updating. I've been kicked out for being too high of a level. What can I say? And who should I buy, Dewsbury Hall or Oscar Bob? Honestly, Oscar Bob is a more risky one. Oh, I've got the volume on Clash Royale. Oscar Bob's a risky one. Dewsbury Hall's a more safe bet. I do think Oscar Bob will get a lot of minutes on that right-hand side for Manchester City. It's difficult to pick between the two. I think safe bet, Dewsbury Hall. Risky, a bit higher of an upside pick. You've got Oscar Bob. I don't know why he's still playing dumb. Before stream, Mugs messaged me saying something about boats. No, I didn't. No. I'll rename the stream and get all the racists in. We'll go. We'll put what's his name? Tommy Robinson. We'll put Tommy Robson in the title and the thumbnail, and we'll get loads of people in because they'll all want to be involved. But who do you think will get more points? This week, I think Oscar Bob will probably just about nick Dewsbury Hall. This week. For each weeks, we'll have to see what happens in terms of Ndiaye's injury, etc. Mate, what the hell is going on here? I don't know if you can see this, But you know, on my chat graphic here, we've got some absolutely random TikTok messages, and I'm not even live on TikTok. It says something about tribalism. Get all the racists in. They're already in, buddy. Oh, my God. Oh my God. Morning, mates. Morning, Brez. How we doing? For the MI15. Oh, yeah, MI15. MI5 agent. Watching this. That is a joke. It is a joke. It's a joke. It's always a joke. What was I going to say there? I was going to do something there. I completely just forgot what I was going to... Does Eze start a day? I would imagine so. Yeah, he's predicted to start on the left. If he doesn't start on the left and Martinelli plays, something's wrong with Arteta in the bloody head. Who do you think will get more points, Dewsbury Hall or Oscar Bob? Oscar Bob this week, Dewsbury Hall across the longer term fixtures. We got motherfuckers talking about Nigeria in TikTok chat. Mate, I'm not even live on TikTok. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know where these Nigerian messages are coming through. They're on about tribalism and killing Nigerians. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe those are the racists. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint, gentlemen, but Clash Royale isn't working. I can't show you my deck. However, I can tell you it. It's Royal Giant, Royal Ghost. Was it Royal Ghost? Evo Witch. Electro Spirit. Log. Something else. I don't know who to get, mate. There's a few options there. There's Dewsbury Hall and Oscar Bob is what you've gave me. If you're safe in terms of your teams, got no issues, I'd go Oscar Bob. If you've maybe got a transfer or two to do in the next few weeks, I'd go Dewsbury Hall. That's my suggestion, brother. That is my suggestion. Should we just abandon the live stream, boys, and just go play Clash Royale? I actually haven't played in so long. Mogs just tell me to start King over Watkins. Okay, start King over Watkins. Boom. I bet Tommy Robson loves a bit of Clash Royale on a Tuesday night. I don't think he does. I just don't think he does. Should I type my team? Yeah, go for it, bro. I think Tommy Robson likes things that shouldn't be liked. He's a naughty man. Moog started Clash Clan. Absolutely not. It would. I just wouldn't play. I'm not active. What's the other emote noise? I can't even remember. Brez says, I've got Yao Pedro and Jed Spence on the bench, and in defence I'm starting Virgil van Dijk. Oh, no, Van de Ven, sorry. Timber, Lacroix in attack. I have Gyökeres, Richarlison. Do I still keep Yao Pedro and Spence on the bench? I think... Jed Spence... I think, yeah. It's difficult with João Pedro because I think he'll start. I just don't know if he'll get a full 90 minutes. Provide examples, please. No, we're not getting taken down on YouTube, Connor. We're not. You're not getting us with that one. Sanchez, Anderson, Senesi, Van de Ven, Kudus, Reinders, Salavert, Haaland, Watkins. Yeah. I think what I'd do is go Dewsbury Hall. If you've got already two Man City players like Reinders and Haaland, I would keep that third City slot free. Okay, Baller Boy, that's the craziest chat. That is the craziest chat I've seen. But yeah, beyond, just go Dewsbury Hall, I would recommend. You've already got two City players. Mogs, are you the long-lost child of an affair between Cole Palmer and Hog Rider? Game's gone. The game is gone. It's so far gone, in fact, I don't even know what to reply to that, other than, yes, I am. Hell yeah, brother. Oh. My chest keeps cracking up. I mean, it's kind of true. I'm not going to say anything. This is... Have a word, ref. Yeah, have a word, ref. I see the resemblance now you mention it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Bro, what is going on here? What is going on? I think every week, the roasting just gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse and worse. To be fair, I kind of do see it. I kind of do see it as well. Maybe I just need to, like, cut that bit of my hair. Yeah, what is it, like mohawk, isn't it? Should I get mohawk? Chat, if I don't win FPL this year, I'm shaving my head. That would get some numbers, wouldn't it? If I don't win FPL, I'll get the R9 haircut. Oh, I need to stop that, actually. Whoops. Stop virtual camera. What kind of noise is bro making? Bro, if you don't know the references, just say you're unk. Like, you obviously don't know the memes, bro. Mogs would never pick Hog Rider. He only likes Elite Barbs and Giant, not because of how good the cards are. I don't like Elite Barbs. I don't. What else cards do I not like in Clash? Maybe there's another card. I don't know. Are you using a chip? Nope. No chips for me this week, Kill Check. And hello, welcome to the stream, bro. I'll hold you to that, Mogs. Yeah, I had my fingers crossed. I did not mean that. Mogs, I'll out-meme you any day. Name a time and a place. What about, like, 6, 7? I don't know what time. We'll slide that in there. Wharton and Sarr injury. No Eze. Is there a possibility that there's a lack of service to Mateta? Is Triple Palace defense a good idea on a free hit? Triple Palace defense is not a good idea, in my opinion. I think my team will score. Pardon me. In terms of lack of service to Mateta, I would absolutely agree. I started the season with him. I'm now a little bit disappointed further down the line that Sarr is injured, that Eze has left. Mogs, can I be the rider to your hog? Orange, maybe. All seriousness, do you think Sunderland stay up? Yeah, I do. I do. Oh, God. Orange Apple. Bro is pushing 30, hitting the 6-7. Ref, surely that's a yellow. I think it's VAR. I'm not that old. I'm really not. I mean, how old do you reckon I am? How old do you think I am? We've never done this before. You don't know how old I am, do you? How old am I? Go on, tell me. If someone says 40 odd, you're gone. No, but Baller Boy, I do think Sunderland stay up. I think what will be interesting to see over the next 3 fixtures, the harder ones, that, you know, we've got to see how we deal with them type of teams. We've had really good fixtures. 43, Baller Boy, you're gone, mate. You're gone! I know you're 23. You know? Because I don't know that I'm 23, because I'm not 23. Who would you cap if you had Haaland, Salah, Gakpo, Ekitike? Salah. I'd still go Salah. I should have like red and yellow cards. Why haven't we thought of this? Oh my god, what an idea! That's an incredible idea. We need red and yellows for the stream. 22 then. No, I'm not 22. Orange apple, you're way off, mate. Way off. You're not really way off, but like you're not getting it right. Game's never been more back. Mate, it actually just is back. There's one red card. I used to be a ref, by the way. If you didn't know, I used to be a ref. Got told 1 week that I need to go to Specsavers, even though I was wearing glasses. Yeah. Refereeing is not a fun job, we'll say that. We just hit 900 subs on YouTube, by the way, boys. Woo! Let's put... Oh, I've got emojis. Okay, I've just... Oh, okay. Maybe I should not have done that. Oh no. Right, I'm going to have to redo that because I've just ruined TikTok chat. YouTube chat. Oh, we're back. There we go. 24 then. Yes, I am 24 years old. Might have waited a good shout. Maybe on a free hit, but... I don't know. How long Saka going to be out? We don't know. We don't know. Mogs was just a ref to be around kids. That is red cards. That's a red card. That is a red card. That's a red card. Beyond stressing to fuck. Oh my god. I don't think I'd be stressing, bro. I'd chill. I'd just get... I know you want Dewsbury Hall or Bob. I'd probably go Dewsbury Hall. It's safe. We've got Imran asking a question here. We've got either bench Wood, Reinders, or Semenyo. I'd bench Wood. Jack, right, you're on the yellow. How is that not a red? Ref, come on. We need to VAR that chat because that was a red card. I don't know who to get Dewsbury Hall or Oscar Bob. Dewsbury Hall. I'd go with Dewsbury Hall. I think in your team that you showed me before with 2 other Manchester City players, I think you've got enough. Tactical yellow. Does that mean as soon as the stream's about to end, you're going to say something completely heinous? I wouldn't put it past you. I think you've got some malicious parts to your game, Jack. And I like it. You need some players in your team that have got a bit of rough and tumble, don't you? You know, we need some aggression. This is football, not ballet. Mogs loves performing for crowds in uniform. I think that's a warning. We'll go with warning there. That's a warning. Next time it's a yellow. I would never Mogs. I've got proof, Jack. I've got proof of this. I don't. I lied. We have some funny chats in here, though. We have some hilarious chats in here. I'm going to have to write hate mail to TikTok after the stream telling them the crap and I need to be able to stream. Should I settle Reinders to Bob? No. A Dinger at Dewsbury Hall. A Dinger at Dewsbury Hall. Dinger at Dewsbury Hall is a decent transfer. It's decent. Tell him, lad. Who knows that reference? Hopefully everybody. We got 25 minutes. Do you know what? Let's check. Good old Twitter. Or X now. Let's see if there's some team news, boys. That is an incredible picture. Oh dear. Let's Talk FPL Andy has activated his wildcard. Oh my god, breaking news. Harvey Barnes has just had a child. Don't pick him. Who is the best option for midfielder? Maximum 6.8 for a free hit, says Costa. Costa. We'll have a look. We'll have a look because I actually don't know who's under that price. Mm, 6.8. Anderson, Ndiaye, Reinders. That's the kind of price I would go. Where are you ranked in the FPL Mogs Mini League? 152nd. Are you sure it's not 6-7? I'm sure. This is just going to be a continued meme, isn't it, Connor? We're going for it. Oh. Mogs, would I crack Valk? Hell yeah. She could do the spin on it. Okay, that's me. I'll let you do the more risky chats. I'll not do it myself, but Mogs, what's the time? Oh, okay. I don't know what you want me to say there. I can't lie. On free hits, choose one. Madueke, Alanga, Enzo. Would you have Reinders? I'd have Reinders. On a free hit, I'd probably have Eze. Yellow Mogs, any more from you and you're off, good boy. Okay. Alright. I can't see any news, actually. I'm 22nd. Oh, nice, Connor. Let's go. Can't remember who won last year. I think it's because I left the setting on where you can join at any point and keep your points. I'm going to turn that on halfway through. Mogs, I thought you were more of a musketeer person. I think you're right, bro. Connor, I can't see your chat, bro. Something's wrong. What? What's going on here? I mean, realistically, who are we cracking in Clash Royale? Like, surely it's like, can't be an animal or a dragon because that's weird. Valk, Musketeer, who even else? Mogs is more of a goblin gun type. Okay, right, yeah, yeah. As long as I can have a spear, I think it'd be quite fun. But we'll not say anything else. Goblin Gang. Archer Queen. Boom. Boom. What a shout, Jack. Do you know what? I'll take that yellow card back now. With VAR Jack's yellow, we're taking it away because what a suggestion. Obviously, cracking Hog Rider because he's okay. Maybe, but look, bro's a guy, and I don't swing that way. Connor, I know you do, but like, come on, bro, come on. What was that? Who else in Clash Royale is there? I don't know. I don't know. I personally, though, I did see Orange Apple hang out in the Barbarian hut the other day. Wasn't looking too good for him, but I hope he's all right now. I hope bro's okay. Another tactical yellow incoming. Okay. Mogs, before the stream, you said you wanted to hog my mini pecker. There's no synergy between that push. You would never get to my king tower. Alright. Whoa, buddy. You're an exception, Mogs. Mogs is my gay exception. Okay, we've started it now. Connor, you are not cracking me. You're not. But yeah, Orange Apple is hanging out in the barb hut. We need to be careful of this guy. He's dangerous. How much elixir does an FPL Mogs cost, by the way? Surely I'm like a 4 elixir card. Brez, do I sub Rodgers and start Yao Pedro? Ooh. I wouldn't sell Rodgers. Surely you could stop. No, you can't actually because your team's... That's too hard. I think Rodgers will do all right. If you really think Yao Pedro is going to get more than like 60, 70 minutes, I'd go for Yao Pedro. Mogs, I thought you were trans. No, I'm not trans. After about an hour of this stream, it always falls into complete chaos. I mean, it's even worse now because there's no TikTok chat to hold us at bay. We're just a few guys having a laugh. 18 minutes till the deadline, by the way. By the way, guys, this isn't every... Okay, I've just read half of that message, and I'm not reading it fully. That is... Connor, that... Orange Apple, you've got to give him a red or yellow for that. Come on. Mogs, you're low-key built like a goblin machine. Get a pick-up on screen. Okay. I mean, I know what it is, but it's also just a little goblin guy. Alright. Okay. But it's just a goblin baby. I'm not built like a baby. I'm still waiting for Connor to get a red or yellow card here, by the way, guys. Jack, orange, please, give this guy a red or yellow. I'll gladly get carded. Oh, it's a red. It's a red. Right, Connor, 3-game ban. How can you redeem... Okay, good boy. If I can't do anything. I can't do... If you ask me a question and I answer it, it's a good boy. If I do anything on stream, it's a good boy. If I don't do it, you're just not going to watch. Good little Nina. What's that mean? Who's Nina? I can't believe it. I can't believe Connor got a red card for that. I mean, that was a very... I mean, I think the Dokes image at the end, that might be a yellow, but that is bad. That is quite bad. How can I recover? I don't think you can. Good little Moog tickles cheeks. It is getting worse and worse. I'm not okay. It's okay, Mogs. I'll hold myself back. I mean, if you want to appeal to the referee in Orange Apple, you absolutely can. You absolutely can appeal your decision, but it will have to go to a board. Maybe Jack will get involved, but we'll have to have a talk about it. Orange, that's a yellow. There we go. There we go. Oh, by the way, I'm in Steve Bracknell's FPL league. We've got here Carpet Dave's Imperial League. Yeah, Steve Bracknell invited me to his league via email, so we're in. I think you guys can join as well. You can't give me... I'm appealing my decision immediately. To be fair, Orange Apple's name on YouTube, it is blue, and that means he's a moderator. Is Gehi of Palace injured? No. Bro's not injured. What was said about him? Has there something been said about him? Huh? Huh? I think he's completely fine to play, Gahey. Has something came out about him? I don't know. I don't think so. Green. Good boy. Pause. 15 minutes to go. Do you know what? That's it, boys. I'll announce it now. I'm winning FPL this year. Sorry. Didn't mean to release it early, but I'm gonna win the whole thing. I'm still King over Bruno or Watkins. Not over Bruno. Over Watkins. I think if you want like sort of a more analytical answer, I can give you it. Watkins this week is predicted. Watkins has predicted 5.5 this week. Joshua King has predicted 3.1. I'm currently looking for some team news right now, Connor. Nothing to really report. Nothing to report. Bench Watkins, I reckon. Villa yet to score. I don't know. It's like, when's that going to end, though? When are Villa going to score? Could it be this week? Is it going to be in 3 weeks' time? It's got to be it's got to be shortly, surely. The only thing you're winning is the Greg Wallace. Okay. I saw what you were tweeting before the stream, and honestly, it's disgusting, mate. Show me the proof. Show me the proof, and you better not send me some AI-generated bullshit. There's no team news coming out, really. I'm surprised. Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm not too sure. I've got Dewsbury Hall. Nice, bro. Nice. And next week I will get Bob. Nice, bro. You got it figured out, man. I like it. Okay. Moog is looking hella plowable right now. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's a damn good deal. Great deal. Honestly, what is going on? This is no... Team news is so hard to come by these days. It's so annoying. Connor, that might be a 6-month ban. Oh my god. I can't lie. I think what you said before was well worse. Okay. I mean, Orange, last time I checked Twitter replies, it didn't pop up. But we're going to have a look. Okay, that's... Saw Mogs painting this earlier. He's had an absolute howler. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Okay, that's funny. That is hilarious. I've been accused of painting roundabouts by Orange Apple, by the way. I do not go around painting roundabouts, I promise you. Of course. Right, Connor, you're now on a 9-game ban. What's he done? What's Connor done?
Mate, this stream's gone absolutely crazy. It's just go mental. Who has the best game, Dewsbury Hall or Oscar Bob? This week, Oscar Bob has the best game this week. Bro Pint is the roundabout with a Denmark flag. I've seen that, and it's... I don't know how people do it. Like, surely you know your flag. Can't lie, boys. I just muted to absolutely rip on there. We had a bit too many beers last night. Okay. Hashtag justice for Connor. Justice for Connor. Connor, you can't comment on a 9-game ban. Ah, surely he can. He just can't get involved in the game. Wish my face was there. Okay. This is ridiculous. How there's no team news here. There is zeros. Zero team news. I'll be a good boy, I promise. Say please, Daddy. What have we become? Dewsbury Hall or Oscar Hall, who is best to buy? For your team, Dewsbury Hall. If you want a bit of an exciting pick, go Oscar Bob. They're the two things. I'm not going to tell you who exactly to buy. I think you can do this. Dewsbury Hall, safe pick. Oscar Bob, more fun pick. It's up to you, bro. What's your heart telling you? Yeah, sorry people, I can't see any team news. When you wildcard and Mogs, I'm gonna talk about that in next week's YouTube video. I'm saving it in my brain. But it's after game week 6 or 7. Okay, I'll stop. My heart is on Bob because I'm from Norway. Oh, mate, go for it. That's a really fun pick then. Mogs, has my red card been rescinded? Do you know what? New game. We're all on no yellows. We're on no reds. We'll go for it. What was I looking for there? Oh. Yeah. Mogs, thoughts on giving that trim a free hit? Think he could really get good value from it this week. It's worth a shot for the Huzz, I can't lie. I mean, yeah. I think we do. I think maybe we'll wildcard the cut in 6-7 days. You know, I think maybe a week we'll go for it. Will Eze start? I think Eze will start. I have confidence that Eze will start. It would really surprise me if Martinelli's on that left. Massively surprise me. Orange, I love the thinking. I agree. I'm second in my league and I have come to 1. That's why I'm thinking so much. Right, I know what you mean. But I think either of those picks, be honest, is really good. I'm waiting for some like crazy comments now. I've restarted the game. There's no yellows, no reds. I'm the referee here. Orange, you may be moderator, but I own this channel. New game. Keep it clean, boys.
Can't lie, I am desperate for the toilet. But we've got like 10 minutes left of stream, so we're fine. I will go for Bob. Nice, bro. Nice. Hope he does really well for you, bro. I really like Oscar Bob. I think he's a fantastic young player. Orange is the ref all day. Yeah, but like... Okay, Orange, you can be the ref. We know this. But it's a new game now. No one's in a red. No one's in a yellow. New game. Why can't I see any team use at all? Thank you, Mogs, for sending all cards. It's much appreciated. I mean, you've had the cards. It's still on your record. But it's a new game. Mogs, why did you say last night you wanted to free hit my tight defence? I think my defence has looked pretty solid so far this year. It has, but how many goals have you conceded, bro? You got no aura, little bro. I'm the captain now. Okay. Yeah. Joshua Big says, mate, I don't know what to do with Wood. Do I start him or bench him? It depends what your team's looking like, Joshua. Who else are you thinking of playing ahead of Wood if you do bench him? We expect Forest to be very attacking. Could that be a problem for Arsenal? Perhaps. Look at me. I am the captain now. As triple captain Orange, I can't lie. I think I would as well. I don't think I'd do it this game week, though. I think he's got a temperament this game week. I think he's a bit unruly with the reds and yellows. Maybe that's the referee he is. Sussy back out. Okay, Connor, that's a red card. Orange, tell him where to go. Tell him where to go. Well, my tight defence has looked shaky, Mogs, but I've struggled to finish so far this year. So can't say it's worth another free hit. Maybe the second half of the season. If Oscar Bob don't do well, I'll get Jubilee Hall next week. We'll see what happens next week, Bjorn. We'll see what happens, bro. I mean, we'll look at the fixtures. You're really going to be wanting Man City players for this block here, 6, 7, 8. So I think getting Man City players in now or in Game Week 6 is brilliant. Because it's a good fixture this week. Mid and attack, Salah, Anderson, NDI, Kudus, and then Pedro and Watkins. Currently Wood on the bench. I would keep it like that. I think you've got a decent enough side there. Is it risky to get Bob? It is risky. It is. It's always risky getting a Man City midfielder. I won't lie to you. But Oscar Bob's had a lot of minutes. And I think he looks really good this season. I don't have a drink. I just realised. Mogs, you care to comment on Orange's comments on lackluster finishing? Yeah, I said he needs to work on it. He needs to get in. Where does he need to go to finish? He needs to go on the pitch. He needs to get some shots away. Joshua Big says start Concert or Youth in defence. I'd go Concert. I'd risk it with Concert. Youth is interesting though. Against Spurs, Thomas Frank haven't improved the defence. I'll go Concert. Okay, then I'll get Dewsbury Hall. Completely fine, brother. A few seconds till the deadline, actually, gentlemen. I'm going to make sure my team has saved before we go into absolute chaos. We've made the transfer. Virgil van Dijk, Tosin out. Very happy with my team this week. Very, very happy. Could be the best team. It's on your finishing. My finishing. Oh. My finishing's fantastic. No, it's not. It's terrible. I bought Dewsbury Hall. Nice, bro. Nice. Yeah, my finishing ain't great. Check Twitter replies. Oh, my God. What has bro done now? Mogs when he volunteers at his local primary school. That's a red. That's a red. Then maybe Bob next week. I'd get Bob in. I'd get Bob in game week 6. I'd wait now. If you got Gisbu Hall, I'd keep it like that. Orange Apple, I can't lie. That has to be deleted. That has to go. Deadline passed. Boom. We're done it. Is there some sort of meta chip strategy forming? I was going to wildcard this week, but I didn't want to jump the gun, you know. No, there isn't a meta in terms of chip strategy currently. I think people who have used chips this week or have used chips so far this season is because they thought there was value in the chips, and that's completely fine, and it's the way to play FPL. If you find value within your chip strategy, go for it. For me, it was a wait-and-see kind of situation. I now have a penciled-in date, potentially for wildcards, which I will talk about in my videos next week. But yeah, I think slowly we'll start to see chip strategy come into play where it's sort of the meta thing, but it depends on your team. It always depends on your team. Yeah, my wild card is penciled in for a date, which I will reveal in my videos next week. It's a hard edit, to be fair. It actually is. Right, I'm going to head off now, lads. Great stream, as always. Can't wait to come back next week. Connor, it's always a pleasure to have you in stream, bro. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been hilarious. We'll not give you a red card on the stream today. You've come away with the golden assist. Unbelievable. I wish I captained you. What chips has everyone used so far? Has anyone used chips in chat? Who was on wildcard this week? Was it Connor was on wildcard, yeah. Right, got a dash, but have a great weekend, Mogs. Love the stream, as always, big dog. Orange Apple, you are a legend, mate. I always appreciate it, big time. Big time, bro. Everyone in chat, legends. Legends, bro. I use bench boost. Jack's used bench boost. I don't know when I'll use my bench boost. I really don't. It's one of them chips where I just don't know. Yeah, I think I'll end stream as well, boys. Since everyone's heading off, we'll end stream a bit earlier. But have a good one, everyone. I hope the week goes brilliant for you all, as always. Not as good as mine, because I want to beat yous. But, no. Have a good one, everyone. I'll see you next week on YouTube, and, of course, on the Deadline stream next week as well. So, catch you later, everyone. Have a good week. See ya.